Hi everyone, I'm Nick. I'm doing Module 10, Step 3. This is a PowerPoint is not required for this module, but I'm kind of just used to it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and stick with it. Jumping right in, affluent society. Um, I'm not entirely sure if I understand what affluent society is as a whole, um, or the definition. I'm struggling to understand it. Um, but from what I gather, it's that wants are created by those providing them. So it's kind of like, I don't need a new washing machine, but someone can make me want the washing machine, so now I'm going to purchase it. Um, that's about as much as I can gather from it. Gender and culture. I feel like we're a big part of the affluent society era. Um, because it kind of gave us this culture of everyone having some form of media in front of them, and it leads to 90% of American families had a television. Um, it was between a couple of years that it kind of just two-thirds of the population just boom, we have a TV now, and with every household having a TV, I feel like it kind of just established a norm where you needed the TV, and if you didn't have a TV, then you were the different one. You were the weird one if you didn't have a TV. And I mean, you can even see it in. Sorry, you can even see it right here. I mean, I have my own TV. I have three TVs here, and it kind of just established that norm of we need media, um, and it kind of the use the purchase of all of these TVs in American families kind of solved the problem that we didn't have, um, which leads to radio adaptations. People had radios, but when TVs came around, well, radios got pushed out the way to make way for the TV, and a lot of the things that were on the radio, like their shows or their stories, it just got adapted into a television format where it was a live broadcast. Um, and the reason that they weren't recording was just because it was just hard for them at the time to record and then display later on. Um, it wasn't as easy back then as it is now, where I can just record now. Um, and another topic would be rock and roll. I don't know about you, but when I hear or when I see or hear rock and roll, I do think about Elvis, just because of Lilo and Stitch. um, yes, Elvis did have a very big influence in that era, because of his hips. The way that he moved was just not socially normal back in the day, and a lot of the teenagers and a lot of the teenagers were having thoughts about themselves, um, and it led the older generations to not really appreciate that because they had this societal norm where things needed to be a certain way, and Elvis was kind of changing that. Um, I think that it was pretty cool because music is very important, and Elvis proved that. I mean, Elvis kind of moved things right on along.